Okay, welcome back. Now we have different surfaces and we'd like to create the ability to spawn different particle systems and play different sounds when we step on these surfaces. Now the next step is that we would like to add different surface types that Unreal Engine will recognize. And we can do that by going into Edit and Project Settings. And here in Project Settings, we're going to scroll down to Physics, which is here under Engine, so click on Physics. And here in Physics, scroll down to Physical Surface. Here in Physical Surface, there are a lot of physical surfaces that we can have at our disposal. And so we can go ahead and give each surface type its own name. So let's go ahead and give ourselves some surface types. So for the first surface type, I'm going to call this metal. After metal, I'll go ahead and create a stone surface type. And after stone, let's do tile. And then we can have grass. And finally, I'm going to use water. So this gives us surface types 1 through 5, and they each have their own name. So we have metal, stone, tile, grass, and water. Now, these exist here in the editor, but as far as the C++ side is concerned, these are called surface types 1 through 5. So we can create some names in C++ that will allow us to work with these. So let's go back into C++. I'm going to close Project Settings and click Save All. And here is our shooter project. Now I'm going to scroll down here in the Solution Explorer and go to shooter.h. And here in shooter.h, we can make some defines here. So I'm going to go ahead and do a pound define. Now, pound define allows us to define a name and designate that name to mean something else. So if we said define metal, then we can provide a definition for metal. Now we can define this to mean some enum constant. Now there's an enum that exists called E physical surface. And if you type the double colons, now the pop-up will show you that these surface types belong to E physical surface, and we can select surface type 1. So now the identifier metal means E physical surface, surface type 1. Now metal is a pretty plain name, so I'm going to just prefix it with EPS, which stands for E physical surface. Now I'm going to go back into Project Settings and Physics, and I'm going to scroll down to make sure I don't get these mixed up. So metal is surface type 1, stone is surface type 2. So I'm going to go ahead and make a define for stone. So I'm going to call this EPS stone and make this equal to E physical surface, and this one was surface type 2. Next we had tile, which was our surface type 3, so we can create another one and call this EPS tile, and this one will be surface type 3. Our next one was grass, and that's surface type 4, so let's make another one called EPS grass, and we'll assign this to surface type 4. And finally we had water for surface type 5. So I'm going to call this EPS water, and this will be surface type 5. So now we have these defines for some macros that are equal to these surface types. So now that we have the ability to access these enum types from C++ using these names that we've given them, we can now work with the physical surface enum type as long as we include shooter.h in any header files that we want to use these in. Now, of course, we could just use surface type 1, surface type 2, and so on, but now we have something that allows us to know which surface type we've assigned to the different surfaces. So go ahead and compile this, and we will continue working on the footstep system in the next video.